He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
He's got his man across the middle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it again. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll take another shot here. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown LSU! He got a step and just field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep throw off his back foot. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled there by the defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, to put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
right back to the well. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got his man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
To the air on second down. This time it's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. They'll throw on third and short. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ginn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being...
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
To To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab right along the sideline for the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They just keep firing. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Reads it, fires complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, looking for a man. They run it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ginn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants to go deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone for the two, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. after scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Finds his big tight end. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him.
And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Here comes the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
Texas, 32. LSU, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Lowers those pads. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Texas.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll immediately call timeout.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to throw it. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.